Tonight in Baton Rouge. Ro Brown has the story.
With a 38-1 record, the Cavaliers of De La Salle are headed for the Top 24 tournament, thanks largely to the work of All-American guard Dwayne Bryant. Obviously, a player of Dwayne Bryant's caliber has a lot to do with this team's success. However, make no mistake about it, this is not a one-man team.
Seems like everybody's coming out to watch me play. Like the other night, everybody was asking, was I playing, things like that. But what they don't realize, I don't do most of the scoring.
Kurt Hankton is a forward who does most of the dirty work on the boards. Dennis Tracy is a guard. These are two of the men who have labored long and hard.
People that have seen us play, I don't think, know that it's not a one-man game because Dwayne, he is a good player. He does a lot for our team, but people who haven't seen us play think he's the only one out here, and it's kind of hard to get noticed because he's such a good player.
And from a coach's standpoint, having a bona fide star causes problems.
Well, there's always a fear that there may be some jealousies that may rear their head, although these young men, I think, will be able to stay away from that. Mm-hmm. And just the idea that someone's going to go out one night and try and prove that they are so much better than what they really are.
Their record tells there are no jealousies.
Fourth-ranked LSU tonight. It went to the wire. LSU won 9-8. The Tigers are now 18-1. UNO is
years, so I think we wanted more, and we wanted for Coach more than anything else.
Ro Brown. But it's sudden death these days, and when the Cavaliers go against Lafayette in the semifinals Thursday night in Baton Rouge, they hope their main man, Dwayne Bryant, is himself. Ro Brown reports.
His name has appeared on nearly every high school All-American team in the country. But what's really on the mind of De La Salle's Dwayne Bryant this time of year is the state Quad A title. Bryant and his Cavalier teammates go after that jewel Thursday night in Baton Rouge against Lafayette. Bryant signed early, becoming one of 4 New Orleanians attending Georgetown. His talents were well known before his senior season, and he has gotten better.
I think there's certain facets of the game which he continues to improve upon. He continues to improve upon, and and still must improve upon once he leaves Maine. I'm sure he will. Once he gets under Coach Thompson, who's a very capable coach, certainly. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing him being more of a complete player every year.
De La Salle is considered the favorite to win this year's Quad A state title, and Dwayne is only one reason why.
I think we have more togetherness than anybody else. We're not selfish. We're not selfish. We don't care who scored. And I think we want it more because we haven't won it in 13 years. So I think we want it more, and we want it for Coach more than anything else.
Baton Rouge and guard Dennis Tracy figures there's a difference between last year and this year's team.
What happened to us last year when we lost the first round in state playoffs was that we had peaked before it was our time to peak. And this year, coaches made sure that hasn't happened by cutting down practices and making sure that our best ball is coming at this moment now, which I think it is.
I think the hardest, especially.
I was in Baton Rouge last night as the Cavs beat Lafayette.
Things got a little scary for the Cavaliers in the third period when All-American guard Dwayne Bryant caught an elbow to the right eye. It's not as serious as it appeared initially.
I suspect he'll have a puffed up eye and it'll be closed some, but he'll be able to play. We'll sled it like Rocky or something on Saturday. He'll be ready to play.
De La Salle opened a 16-2 lead in the first period. The reason? Full court pressure, which may have caught the Lions by surprise.
We knew that they couldn't handle the pressure from the past game that they played, and we put the pressure on them and caused a lot of turnovers, which led to a lot of our transition baskets.
However, what looked like a blowout turned into a competitive ball game. Lafayette was tough on the boards, and foul troubles didn't help the home team.
He got his second foul, and we had to sit him down. we were, I thought, really rolling at that point and playing hard, and really everybody was really into the game. We were up tempo like we wanted to be, so we were kind of deflated after that.
You seem really laid back about the whole thing. Is that your doing?
Well, I guess some of that's my doing. That's pretty much my personality. But some of that's they're usually pretty loose, and I've never had a group of kids that are this loose, but I'm just kind of going with the flow with them. I get out of their way and let them direct things.
In Baton Rouge, at the top 24 attorney, Ro Brown, Sports Center 6.
And Charlie, tomorrow night they'll go against Cal for the Quad A title, and LSU, they don't win a postseason game since '81. Who would have thought that they'd
Pete the winner? No problem. 42-year-old Cal covering the USF&G all week long. Jim, and we'll have more tonight at 10. It was too nice a day outside to be inside watching basketball games on television, but when you're getting down to the Final Four, it's worth making the exception. Underdog Navy went to war. Closer than the final score. The win over conference rival Kentucky LSU on their way to Dallas in the Final Four. For the Tigers, it's been a real team effort that's gotten them there this far. Star forward John Williams, who put in a solid effort yesterday, had a feeling that things might come together after the conference tournament.
Coming out of the SEC tournament, we were playing good together, and that's when we started coming around together. So that's when everyone started thinking about the NCAA and national championship.
The final road to that elusive national title goes through Kentucky again, only this time it's Louisville as the next roadblock. The Cardinals are on a 15-game winning streak, but Southeast Regional MVP Don Redden figured the Tigers are on a streak of their own once they got their bid.
Well, I would have really been disappointed if we'd have never gone, because this team just worked so hard all year that we knew we were going. And I don't want to sound cocky or arrogant or anything. It's just the feeling that this team's had over the last 4 tournament games, and we weren't going to be denied.
Well, if football is a game of inches, basketball is a game of seconds. It was a last-second shot in overtime last night that gave De La Salle the state Quad A championship and a real thriller in Baton Rouge. The state title was De La Salle's quest from the beginning of the year, but it was a quest shared by a Carroll team that hadn't lost since last year's title game. For the first 3 quarters, it didn't appear like last night would break their streak. 6'7" Marvin Lancaster was a terror on the inside, totaling 25 points for the Bulldogs, who had a 9-point lead midway through the 3rd quarter. With star guard Dwayne Bryant kept pretty much under wraps, center Ray Ronquillo picked up the slack, daring to challenge Lancaster inside and scoring a season-high 18 points.
It's great. I waited 5 years. I've been 5 years at De La Salle. I started in 8th grade, and I waited 5 years for this, and I almost fainted, man. It was great.
But the real excitement didn't come until Dwayne Bryant hung in the air to hit a jumper that sent the game into overtime, tied at 59. In the OT, De La Salle milked the last minute 30 of the clock before Bryant drove for the basket that would culminate the Cavaliers' quest.
The team depended on me to take control. At the end of the game, I've been doing it for us all year. I'm the team captain, I'm the team leader, so they look for me to do it, and I just did what I had to do.
And that was enough to give the De La Salle Cavaliers the state title. Just a little excitement there, 59.
When I went to the goal, I wasn't really expecting to make the shot. I was looking more to draw the foul. And when he jumped, I threw my body into him, but I didn't get the foul. I just thank God that the shot went in, because I thought I shot it too hard.
It was Miser or Mr. Bryant again in overtime with 3 ticks left to hit the winner after the Cavs were down early by 10.
It really didn't scare me at all. And, well, I had my doubts, but I really thought we had it inside of us to come back.
These boys have hung in there all year, and we had great senior leadership, and I can't say enough about their dedication, their courage, and just their sheer absolute hustle and heart. I'm just pleased for them.
UNO beat Wichita State.
It's just going to be absolutely crushing for them as hard and as well as they played tonight.
Heineman, is a winner. Anytime you win a state championship in the state of Indiana, where they have Hoosier Mania, and he led Connorsville to the state championship with his brother. He wasn't recruited by Indiana. His pride, as we look at all the timeouts, is still remaining, and they've just utilized the TV timeouts. You have 4 in a game that is televised.
Alford with 11 points tonight. He goes to the free throw line, a 90.8% free throw shooter.
Very tentative tonight. Mike has not played like an All-American, has not really played with the confidence of a star player. And you know I'm a big Steve Alford fan, but the facts are facts, and you've got to be honest.
Last foul was on Molaski. He has 4. That's what...